Hi everyone, today we're going to be reading from 2 Corinthians 12. To keep me from being conceited because of these surpassingly great revelations, there was given me a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me, but he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest in me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong." This is an invitation to delight in our weaknesses, which does seem counterintuitive because we live in a world, and this is nothing new, but we live in a world that tells us to delight in strength, to delight in success, to delight in those things that the world says are important. But God is saying to delight in weakness, to I guess, accept the hardship that comes from being a Christian in this world, the hardship that comes from having weaknesses. And we all have them. And obviously we don't know what Paul's weakness was in this case, what his specific thorn was, but we know that, these words are powerful for us today as we remember that God's grace is enough for us in our weakness. Because then that is when his power is made perfect, that's when his power is displayed. It might be that you're going through a season of illness where, you can't do as much as you used to be able to do. It might have been years of being sick, but that is when God's strength is displayed in us, in our ability to withstand that thorn. He says, "My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness." Delighting in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships and persecutions is not easy. But when we are weak, then God is strong. That's when God's power is seen. Dear God, I pray that you would help us to delight in our weakness, even though that seems like the hardest thing to do. We hate weakness in ourselves, and we're not very tolerant of weakness in others. But I pray that we would be all embracing of the weakness that we have, so that your power might be revealed to the world around us, because ultimately it's about bringing you glory, not ourselves. Amen.